Hello everyone, welcome to From the Star Wars Home Video Library. I'm your host Nathan B. Butler. This time we take a detour to look at something that is sort of one of our little side topics here on the show, which is Spaceballs. We not only have two brand new releases for Spaceballs that most people know about, but one that most people do not. The one that does not appear on most people's radars came to my attention because of, and I want to make sure I'm saying this right, Brian, I believe it's Absher, A-B-S-H-E-R. So thank you, Brian, for pointing this out, both on YouTube and on the Star Wars Home Video Facebook group. We're going to start with that lesser-known one, but we're looking at three different new releases, or relatively new releases, of Spaceballs here. I believe this is actually a release from 2020. Might be 2021. I'm going to have to double-check, but I believe he did say it was 2020 when he was looking into it. You may recall this release relatively recently for Spaceballs. We looked at it before. No big deal. But notice, this is being put out through, of course, MGM, but also distributed by 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment, which kind of makes sense, and made it fit, even though it's that old disc again, made it sort of fit with the idea of, oh, hey, you know, this is being put out by the same people who for a long time put out Star Wars stuff, so that's kind of a neat connection, blah, blah, blah. Well, apparently, MGM's home video library, at least some of it, is not coming through 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment anymore, but becoming something that is the exclusive distribution property, however you want to call it, of Warner Brothers Home Video instead. Kind of like, the Clone Wars stuff for seasons 1 through 5 early on in the Clone Wars movie, and so on and so on. Well, recently, we got this. I'm not going crazy. Though with Spaceballs releases over and over using the same art or the same discs and stuff over and over again, you might think I'm going crazy, but it really isn't. The packaging looks very much like what we saw in that other release. You have Mel Brooks, John Candy, Rick Moranis. You have the characters there, Mel Brooks's Spaceballs with the Winnebago and so on down there. We have a spine here. MGM, we have Yogurt, Spaceballs, Barf, and the DVD, again, same as that other package. On the back, effectively the same, right? May the Schwartz be with you. UPC, but no information above it as to which item it is. Information about the film, the special features, the specifications, the company info, and so on and so on. Extremely similar here until we get way down near the bottom. Gone is that FBI warning sticker and the arrangement that includes 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment. Instead, the legalese has MGM on one side, and right there, the Warner symbol, Warner Brothers Home Entertainment, or Warner Brothers Home Video, I guess Home Entertainment now, over here in the corner. Okay, so same reissue, but it's also got a nice extra bonus. When you get it, it has a sticker on it on the shrink wrap. Right here. Includes digital copy. Yes, a DVD with a digital copy. It says includes digital code, redeem code by 3/31/2022. Watch instantly. Prior to purchase, see inside sticker for terms and conditions. Keep sticker digital code on back. Sort of true, sort of not. It says digital code on back. You peel it off, and it's actually just more legalese on the other side. But underneath it, stuck to the shrink wrap, is, and it's more legalese than actually the code stuff itself. I've not used it. I've already got a digital code. Someone wants to grab it. Have at it. Have fun. Right? It tells you how to redeem the code here. So kind of like that reissue that we saw of Lego Star Wars The Padawan Menace, we've got an included digital code, but in order to make it so it's easier for them to just re-release the same damn disc all freaking over again, just with a new insert that has slightly rearranged the company info on the back, they used a digital code on a sticker on the shrink wrap rather than a digital code on a slip on the inside. But yes, this is another variant here of what we saw recently for Spaceballs. Brian is under the impression there is also a Blu-ray reissue that looks similar that would also have Warner Brothers on it. I've yet to actually see that for myself. He's not been able to point me to it either, at least thus far. It's kind of tough, though, when you go on eBay looking for this stuff. You really have to find auctions where it shows you multiple pictures of the actual item, including the back, to be able to spot it, because most people aren't going to know to say whether it's 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment or Warner Brothers Home Entertainment actually pushing it out there. Now, getting away from those standard sort of more common distribution channels, we also have 2 new releases, including one that's kind of a big deal, coming from Kino Lorber. Kino Lorber has put out 2 different formats of Spaceballs here in early 2021. One of them, kind of disappointing just in the sense that it's got some pretty similar looking art to what we've seen many times before, and it's a format we've seen before, albeit a reauthored disc this time. And that is this. Blu-ray, no slipcover on it. I did pre-order this from Kino Lorber directly, so if this has no slipcover, that should mean that this release has no slipcover anywhere. Mel Brooks, John Candy, Rick Moranis, Mel Brooks' Spaceballs. Kind of an updated back look here at least. Shows the images of the major characters, information about it, a list of special features, which unfortunately I believe are all carried over from other stuff. We get the audio commentary, Force Yourself featurette, Spaceballs, a documentary in conversation with Mel Brooks and co-writer Thomas Meehan, John Candy, comic spirit, film flubs, watch Spaceballs at ludicrous speed, storyboards to film comparison, exhibitor trailer with Mel Brooks introduction, image galleries, theatrical trailer, and teaser. Yeah, pretty sure we've already seen every single one of those bonus features, so there is no new bonus feature added at all. Cast crew information, rating, your information here as far as like release date, 1987, color, 96 minutes. It does give you the aspect ratio and its resolution. So 1.5 by 1, 1920 by 1080p. So this is HD, full HD at least, not 4K. Subtitles English, Kino Lorber, MGM, Blu-ray disc, Region A, copy protection thing, FBI warning thing, DTS logo, barcode, legalese, and stuff. Blu-ray spine has KL Studio Classics, title of the film, MGM, Blu-ray, and product number. No insert, and the disc is pretty boring looking. It's just their own company logo. KL, Kino Lorber, Studio Classics. The rating, MGM, copy protection, FBI warning, and legalese, Kino Lorber, Spaceballs, Blu-ray, and then tiny bit of legalese down there at the bottom. When you put it in, you have access, of course, to kind of the standard stuff. You get options for play, bonus, subtitles, or audio. 5.1 or 2.0, subtitles in English, and the bonus features we've seen before. Notice what's missing there from the choices, and this kind of irks me about this one, so much so that I probably won't watch this one very often. I'll grab one of my other ones if I'm going to watch on Blu-ray. Play, bonus, subtitles, and audio. There is no scene selection. It's a Blu-ray without scene selection. Even DVD had scene selection. Maybe they're thinking that's just too passé these days. If you want to select your scene, just keep clicking and hope you don't spoil yourself to find the scene or something. But yeah, no scene selection option at all. Asinine. On the other hand, if you want to watch in a new format that we've actually never seen for Spaceballs yet, now's your opportunity, because now you can also pick up the film from Kino Lorber, also with no digital copy. That one didn't have a digital copy either, but a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray plus Blu-ray combo pack, released just recently. Okay, so we have similar art on a slipcover this time, 4K Ultra HD and Blu-ray up at the top. Spine here, KL Studio Classics, Spaceballs, MGM 4K Ultra HD, and then Blu-ray, because they're both in there, and the product number there. Similar spine on the other side, and then a similar back to the Blu-ray cover, of course, this being a sleeve, a slipcover. It does update the resolution, 3840 by 2160p. Otherwise, pretty much what you would expect. The Region A there, of course, being for the Blu-ray, not for the 4K disc, because, of course, 4K discs don't use region. Okay. Underneath, we have a similar look here to the Blu-ray case, for the most part, mixed with, the swap out of the 4K logos. But notice it doesn't actually have a bar over the top saying the formats, because the format, of course, is built into the black case that tells you 4K Ultra HD. There is, of course, a Blu-ray copy inside, but not noted there within the cover. You can tell again by the fact that there's the region A on the back, though. All the bonus features, unfortunately, are just on the Blu-ray, but we see that with most films, so not a huge deal here. And disc-wise, you've got that same Blu-ray disc, and unfortunately, a similarly dull disc label for 4K. In fact, it's basically like the label there for Blu-ray, except they've swapped out at the bottom. Instead of having the Blu-ray logo down here, it's the 4K Ultra HD logo. You put it in. Your audio options here, I had to jot them down, are DTS HD Master Audio 5.1, DTS HD Master Audio 2.0, or the audio commentary with director Mel Brooks. But again, there's no scene selection. What? Why? That's moronic. Spaceballs, the oversight. WTF. But by and large, you put this in and you're going to be able to just watch, Spaceballs as you've watched it before with a very, 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 very slight visual upgrade. And I guess an auditory upgrade because DTS HD Master Audio as opposed to just the standard stuff. That said, I must say, given that this is an older film, presumably upscaled, I don't think they've rescanned it or anything. You don't see a huge difference really with 4K. Like with my eyesight, some films I can see a noticeable difference in 4K versus Blu-ray. Some I absolutely cannot. This is one that for the most part I could not see any real significant difference. So you can pick it up in 4K to be able to say you've got it in 4K and maybe your system is better than mine or maybe your eyesight is better than mine and really get something out of it. But I think in general, you're not going to get as much out of it as you might otherwise have if you already have the film on Blu-ray. And certainly there's no new bonus features on the 4K disc, and if you watch any of the previous Blu-rays, you can actually choose your damn scene. So, kind of disappointing overall. With that, we'll wrap up this episode. Thank you for watching, and may the Schwartz be with the home video viewers, including in 4K, even if we can't really tell the difference much.